Now it's 4:30 on WKYT this morning. Many of you will wake up to some snow across central and eastern Kentucky. We'll see how Lexington is preparing for this week's continuing snowfall.
After an outbreak of salmonella in Estill County, investigators there think they're one step closer to finding the source of the outbreak.
And one marina owner on Lake Cumberland says even though the first winter storm of the year caused millions of dollars in damage, something positive did come out of it.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you and welcome. It's great to have you along with us here on this Tuesday. We're getting the day off and rolling. I'm Bill Bryant.
I'm Rebecca Smith. Let's check out what's happening with weather because it's definitely been an interesting, nice little white layer out there.
Weather advisory now for central and eastern Kentucky.
And that'll go into Wednesday. So we are going to continue to see that be extended. We talked about that yesterday, how National Weather Service had it through to this evening, but we talked about how it's going to be extended. It'll keep being pushed back as we go throughout the week, or new ones will be advised. So here's the look outside, and you can see those snow showers are very scattered, but they're just enough to throw a coating there on the roads because temperatures are there in the 20s. So anything that falls now will stick and will not melt. It's a totally different outcome than what we saw yesterday. Now we're going to get into your afternoon forecast. I'll show you some kind of variation in your forecast in the next couple of days coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you then. We thank you. Lexington Streets and Roads crews have worked all night long trying to keep the roads as safe and clear as possible. Snow is sticking to roads and especially the side streets, making for some pretty slick spots out there.
Yeah, it's already causing some problems in Lexington. WKYT's Caitlin Sentner talked to some drivers who've already reported seeing those slick spots.
The crews are out. The salt trucks are out.
Crews have been out salting the roadways, and it's going to be a long night. Denise Runyon and her husband are from Ohio, so they're used to this weather.
More than I'd like to be, yes.
The pair was traveling from Florida back home to Ohio.
They were really clear without any bad weather until we got into Tennessee. And it's been, spitting snow.
Drivers are noticing slick spots.
I came down earlier, coming to Lexington from Winchester, and in the middle as you cross, the slush is piled up, so I'd be very careful there. You might cause you to spin or something.
All of the drivers we were able to speak with said this snow is nothing compared to our last snow event, but they still warn other drivers to be careful.
Because, the roads can trick you.
In Lexington,
fingers crossed that it stays safe for everybody.
Well, it's important to remember as the snow falls, roads are ranked in Lexington. That means busy main roads are cleared first, then crews move on to the smaller secondary roads. If you're driving through neighborhoods or you use side streets, use some caution this morning.
The roads are slick this morning. We know that has caused at least one crash here in Lexington. Lexington police say a car slid on a snow-covered road late last night and hit a fire hydrant near the intersection of Industry Road and Eastland Parkway. At one point, water gushed out of the hydrant and onto the road. No one was injured. The water company worked on repairing that hydrant overnight. Road crews in Madison County spent Monday preparing for the snow. They say it's already been an expensive winter for them. County leaders say during last month's winter storm, one of the county's trucks blew an engine and had to be replaced. They spent around $200,000 on snow-related costs during that storm. They say they have about 3,000 tons of salt on hand. They believe that is more than enough for the snow this week. You can track snow along with the latest traffic with the WKYT Weather Plus Traffic app. You can download that for free in the app or Google Play stores.
In Estill County, investigators think they're closer to finding the source of a salmonella outbreak. This comes as more illnesses possibly linked to the outbreak are being reported. Victor Puente has an update.
The Estill County Judge Executive told us earlier today that this outbreak has had an impact on local businesses. He said there are up to 49 people who may have gotten sick off of salmonella. Last week, the health department told us that all of the 19 people that had tested positive for salmonella had eaten at the same restaurant. They said so far 8 people have been hospitalized. They wouldn't name the business, but today they told us that restaurant was voluntarily closing so the health department could do additional testing. They also said their inspections at the restaurant didn't reveal any food handling violations. The judge executive said all of the illnesses fell between January 19th and February 2nd. He told us he personally spoke to several business owners that saw their income go down over the weekend because people were afraid to go out and eat. I spoke to workers at several different restaurants tonight. None of them wanted to go on camera, but they all told me that business appeared to be picking back up. They also said they hoped the source was found soon. In Estill County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Well, the Estill County Judge Executive says on Wednesday they will have a conference call with the Kentucky Department for Public Health to determine the next step in the investigation.
A man is recovering this morning after a fire broke out at a Lexington self-storage facility. Firefighters were called to the facility on James Court near the intersection of Winchester and New Circle Roads about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. This eyewitness video from Jeff shows flames and smoke from the fire. A woman who lives nearby said the fire started in a storage unit where a man was working on a motor. She said he came running to her home with burns on his hands and face.
I was alone in my house with my dogs, and all I hear was this man outside knocking on the door, banging, and I didn't know what happened.
Firefighters say the man had non-life-threatening injuries. They say his dog was reported missing after the fire and was later found dead. They say the fire damaged 3 buildings. Firefighters evacuated a nearby business and a couple of homes as a precaution, but people were later allowed to return. Firefighters say they're still trying to figure out what caused the fire.
It's been more than 2 weeks since heavy snow caused millions of dollars worth of damage to marinas on Lake Cumberland. Now marina owners rushing to make repairs before boaters arrive in the spring. The owner of Lee's Ford Marina in Pulaski County says something positive did come out of this huge setback. Kristen Kennedy has an update.
January's snowstorm damaged many marinas on Lake Cumberland, including J.D. Hamilton's. Lee's Ford Marina near Somerset dealt with millions of dollars of damage, and Hamilton was quick to clean up.
First priority for us was to get the metal off of the boats so that our customers could get in and assess their damage and get their insurance claims going.
He said the families docking boats at their marina wanted nothing more than to get down there and see how bad boats looked.
You know, and it runs the gamut from minor damage to some major damage for folks.
They're slowly starting to rebuild.
The only positive is we are going to wind up with brand new docks. So, you know, for all the pain and trouble and money, heartache, in the end, we're going to wind up with brand new docks, and we're looking forward to a fantastic season.
Hamilton is hoping for an April 1st opening.
We've had a great insurance partner. That's all worked out well. So there's nothing should knock us off track from getting it done. Now I'm just in the phase of trying to get new docks built and get them all in place before April 1st.
Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
Hamilton says all docks are clear now. All boat owners are now able to get down to the marina to get an up-close look at their property.
Well, 3 gay rights activists are suing Kentucky State Police, claiming false arrest.
The activists were arrested last August for protesting during an annual country ham breakfast at the state fair. They say they were protesting Kentucky Farm Bureau lobbying against same-sex marriage. The lawsuit filed yesterday in Jefferson County claims false arrest, First Amendment violation, and malicious prosecution. The charges against the activists were dismissed last fall. State police did not comment on the lawsuit.
Sheriff's deputies in Laurel County say thieves stole a utility truck from a school. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office released surveillance pictures of the suspects. Deputies say on Friday night the thieves broke into a storage building at East Bernstadt Independent School and stole a utility truck that the school owns. Deputies say they later found the truck about 2 miles away without the tools that had been inside it. They say the truck had damage. Deputies have not made any arrests.
Friends are remembering a Floyd County teenager killed in a crash. Police say 19-year-old Kevin Marcellet died Sunday night when the car he was riding in hit another vehicle on Highway 114. His friend was driving. He says he was trying to avoid a deer in the road.
Try to help Kevin as much as he could, but there's just nothing he could do. He's taking it really hard just because I think he thinks it's his fault.
People who knew Marcellet say he was a good friend and an upbeat person. He graduated from Prestonsburg High School in 2014. His funeral will be Thursday afternoon at 1 at Nelson Frazier Funeral Home in Martin. Lexington Parks and Recreation offered a sneak peek of what a renovated playground at Jacobson Park would look like. A public information meeting was held last night at 8th and Childsburg Elementary School. The city displayed possible drawings for the playground and received ideas from people who attended. They say that the renovated destination playground at Jacobson Park should open this summer.
Well, summer's a good thought right now.
It is. It's a welcome thought.
On this cold wintry morning, it is coming up on 4:40 now, and there's a lot more WKYT news on the way.
There's no cure yet for Alzheimer's. Until that day comes, some folks in Milwaukee using music to help them out. That story coming up on WKYT this morning.
And we're looking at current temperatures outside. Yeah, it's going to be a cold one today. The snow will continue. We'll get into that forecast coming up. We had some snow showers fly through overnight, and not only that, but some cold air inching its way on in. And the reason why we're going to be seeing the white roads is because of the cold air. Yesterday, we had the same snow showers, very light, and you can have some bursts here and there. But when you start to get it on the road yesterday, it started to melt away just in about 10 to 20 minutes. Not this go around. You have the cold air sinking on in, so anything that falls now will stick and will not melt unless some salt is thrown on it. So keep that in mind traveling this morning. You're going to have those back roads covered. Some of the main roads, even with some snow on them this morning, as this snow band just continues to funnel on through. We were right in that area that it's just one shot after another. Southeastern zones, yeah, those back roads, those valleys, yeah, you're really going to have some trouble getting through there. Lexington, Frankfort, the Bluegrass region, and work your way down the BG Parkway. 64 heading from Lexington all the way to Louisville. You're starting to get another shot, another little batch of snow. It's going to be rolling on through at this moment and throughout the next couple of hours. So yes, expect some more snow there on the roads. Temperatures in the 20s. This is the main player for today. As opposed to yesterday, where we were sitting just above freezing for most locations. Today, we're not even going to get close to freezing later on this afternoon. We'll stay in the low to mid 20s all day long. Let's talk about what's going on hour by hour. Each and every hour, remember, it's on and off throughout the next few days. That'll take you off into your weekend too. So we just don't have a shot of letting up on the snow. We have one day in the forecast where it's a 30% chance of snow, meaning we're dropping. There's smaller chances, but they're still there. Look at tomorrow morning at 10 degrees. Yeah, it's just going to be really cold, very snowy. It'll add up as we go through time, but there's no big shot at snow anytime soon. So the Arctic air slides on in, and we're going to be seeing that there for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's not going to change. I mean, it's just one day after another, just one wave after another. Until we can get this system to the north of us on out of here, we're not going to get out of this pattern. And I would say another 5 to about 7 days until we can call it quits with this snow. I mean, fully quits. It's going to be a long time. Here's your 7-day forecast, and that's why we have the red every single day, because every single day there will be an impact. Even at 30% chance of snow, you still have the bitter cold, so anything that falls is going to stick pretty easily, and those temperatures are not getting anywhere close to freezing anytime soon. Not just today, but not in your 7-day forecast either. We're talking teens and 20s for overall highs later on this afternoon and off through the next 7 days, and also at least a chance of snow every single day, and pretty good chances too. It looks like every single day. I would say Thursday and Saturday are probably your days that it lets up just a bit, but it doesn't let up fully. So it's every day, man. It's just going to be a long, long week.
It will be.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of it. You know, 5 more weeks where it's spring.
That's right. That's
okay.
right. Let's look forward to it.
446, taking care of a loved one with Alzheimer's disease is stressful and can be heartbreaking, but researchers are continuously working to find a cure for the diseases.
In today's Moms Everyday Minute, one unique music class in Milwaukee is bringing the joy of music to all involved.
For caregivers of Alzheimer's patients, there is a huge sense of relief when they find something that will lift their loved one's spirits. But if it could also help their memory issues, that is music to a caregiver's ears.
One of the things we know is that when we bring programs into communities of colors, it's very important that the community actually lead the program, if you will.
We're going to do the vocal warm-up.
We wanted to bring them into an experience where they could actually enjoy the process and learn from the process and help us understand if this is actually the way to go.
The first session we had was interesting. A woman, she stood up and said, "It's about time somebody's doing something for us." That says a lot.
As the folks sing, we see them light up. We see them actually engage. And we hear stories from the caregivers saying, "My mom is singing at home. My dad is doing new words."
It's a family thing, you know, and they look forward to coming now. It's rain, sleet, or snow. And some of them come aching, but when they come here, it seems like the aches and the pains all go away.
Music can do a lot of good for the soul. For these tips and more, go to WKYT.com, click on Moms Every Day.
And right there, you'll also find our closings and delays, and those are beginning to add up this morning. We have that and all the latest news and weather at WKYT.com.
The nation's first primary is tonight in New Hampshire. The candidates have been pushing for voters all weekend. We'll see you as the early morning lead on WKYT This Morning. Welcome back in. It's 4:51 this morning on your Tuesday. Today, New Hampshire will host the nation's first primary.
Our Washington Bureau Chief Jacqueline Policastro joins us now from New Hampshire with a look ahead at today's primary.
Good morning from Concord, New Hampshire. Today, voters in the Granite State will finally make their choices. The candidates have been campaigning in small town hall settings and larger rallies. Voters here are known for waiting until the very last minute to make a decision on who they want to vote for. Both Democrats and Republicans held feisty debates here this past week. Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump are still leading in the polls. Reporting at the state capitol in Concord, New Hampshire, I'm Jacqueline Policastro.
And Ohio Governor John Kasich and Senator Bernie Sanders got an early boost this morning in New Hampshire. They won the vote in Dixville Notch. That's the hamlet that is the home to the first vote in the first in the nation primary. Sanders shut out Hillary Clinton 4-0. Kasich bested Donald Trump 3-2. Those numbers may seem low, but there were only 9 votes cast in that tiny town.
As the water crisis continues in Flint, Michigan, a couple of women in Richmond are trying their best to help out. Katrine Ellington says while watching what's happening in Flint from back here in Kentucky, she felt something to, the need to do something. Now with the help of Georgia Parks, they're both collecting cases of bottled water to donate to folks in Flint. So far, they've collected about 200 cases.
Her idea about the water, all I could think of was it could be us. So, we wanted to get out there and let people know to get the water for Flint, because it could be anybody, and we would want them to help us out.
If you would like to help out and donate, you can drop off some water at Richmond Parks and Recreation on North 2nd Street. You can also call Parks and Rec and ask for someone to pick up your donation, because sometimes those pallets can be pretty heavy.
Yeah, and what a good thing to do, right?
Yeah, cool.
All right, coming next, a look at some of the stories our news team is working on for you this morning.
Also have another look at your morning forecast.
Good morning. 4:56 is the time on WKYT on your Tuesday. Bit of a snowy Tuesday morning.
Let's take a look right now at some of the stories we're working on for you.
We're tracking a developing story out of Germany this morning. Police say at least 4 people are dead after a train crash in southern Germany in a small city that is east of Munich. Police say more than 100 others have been injured. They say 10 people are seriously injured. Police say 2 trains crashed head-on on a single track. One derailed, several train cars overturned. Police say there are still some people who are trapped inside those train cars. Some schools have already closed in Kentucky for today. You can check out the closings over on our website, WKYT.com. Also, of course, running at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, good to know that. And let's get a check right now for the forecast.
You really want to pay attention to that today as opposed to yesterday. Yesterday, anything that fell hit the roads. It stuck for about 20 minutes and then just melted away. So it really didn't affect schools yesterday. Today's a different story. You have the cold air in place, still snow showers on and off. And we're going to continue to see that all day long. On and off snow showers, except today you have the cold air in place, so anything that falls will stick and will stay. It's not going to melt. That's going to be a problem there on the roadways. As I left this morning, ran into some snow-covered roads, and you know what? You're going to do the same. The main highways look pretty good as of right now, and we're going to get you updated as we continue to go throughout the next couple of hours of WKYT News. I'm going to show you when we actually get maybe a couple of breaks there in the forecast. That's coming up. We'll see you right back here in just a couple of minutes.